Now, Coast to Coast guest Maurice Cotterell tells us that the Mayan Lord Pakal's tomb, on the cover of his sarcophagus, shows that depiction of him sitting in what some say is the inside of a spaceship. So that's what our other caller was talking about. It is that remarkable photograph of the lid of Lord Pakal's sarcophagus. We're going to be back, by the way. Linda Moulton Howe's with us for 3 special hours of incredible stories. And we'll start with Linda's reports in just a moment on Coast to Coast AM. Okay, welcome back to Coast. I'm George Norrie. Tonight we've got Linda Moulton Howe back with us for a series of special reports, and these are absolutely incredible. And Linda, this one here about the dead seal is so important. I want you to get right into it.
It is very important, and I think that some people don't realize that this goes all the way back to 2008, but it was not recognized as part of a pattern that began to persist from late July 2009 to the present. And it was the UK's Sea Mammal Research Unit, in the one that I have been dealing with is in Scotland. Mm-hmm. They have been investigating the phenomenon of these dead seals found with what is called a mysterious corkscrew slicing around the bodies. And even though it is distressing for the audience to get an impression of what is happening, because there have been now at least 52 seals in Scotland and England affected this way, please go to my news website, earthfiles.com, and at the top of the headlines page, there is a report with a hot link to what I'm describing on Coast Tonight, as well as photographs that show what has happened to these seals, both in Scotland and in England. And the one that is at the headlines page absolutely defines the corkscrew cut. It is clean, it is very smooth-edged, and this one goes all the way around the body. In some cases, for whatever reason, the spiral only goes to half of the body and stops. Many are all the way to the hind flippers, like the photograph at earthfiles.com. In Scotland, to date, a combination of 2008 and 2009, they have had 18 of these seals, as you look at the photographs, come into their lab at St. Andrews University to the Sea Mammal Research Unit. And they discovered in December of 2009, so less than a year ago, that about 300 miles south in North Norfolk, which is the county in England, mm-hmm. and these are the beaches that you hear called Blakeney Point, Morstan, and Wells, focused there. The National Trust and the Royal Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals have gathered at least 34 seals from those beaches for investigation, bringing now the current total for both Scotland and England since the 2 in July 2008 that they know also fit this category to 52 seals. And this smooth-edged corkscrew slicing, when you look at those photographs, George, I think you're probably looking at the photos. You're looking at something that is, without question, is a definition of the smoothest cut that you could imagine going through hair and blubber on a mm-hmm. seal.
Absolutely.
And a few days ago, I interviewed senior research scientist Dave Thompson, Ph.D., at the Sea Mammal Research Unit in the Scottish Oceans